Now at 10, road crews prepare for the wintry weather expected this weekend. We'll have an update on what to expect. Plus, seniors learn the do's and don'ts of digital safety thanks to a program at the Pittsburgh Public Library. And healthcare providers in Joplin pilot a new program to deliver medical supplies to rural areas.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Heads up, if you're not ready yet, you'd better prepare soon. We're expecting a winter storm to slam the 4 states this weekend, bringing snow and bitter cold. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Meteorologist Austin Stantz joins us with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, thanks, Dow. Just over a day away, about 28 hours away from snowfall beginning. So if you haven't prepared yet, you are starting to run out of time. Get yourself ready now. Don't want to cause any panic, but this is going to be a major impactful winter system that comes through the 4 states. Right now, we are seeing a winter storm warning in place across the entirety of the 4 states right now. Conditions begin deteriorating tonight even as we see a cold front pass, wind gusts near 35 miles per hour tomorrow morning, feeling like near zero, maybe even below zero as you're waking up for your Friday. So here's what you need to know right now. The timing, Saturday, early morning into Sunday evening. Yes, accumulation is expected. Wind chills as low as negative 25 degrees. Frostbite possible in as little as 10 minutes. And major travel impacts expected. Coming up, we're going to time out when you can expect winter impacts to begin moving into your neighborhood.
All right, we'll see you soon as the 4-state area prepares for its first major snowfall of the winter season. The Missouri Department of Transportation started planning early this week, readying equipment and coordinating between districts. Cold temperatures make pre-treating roads more challenging. The dry, powdery snow combined with cold pavement creates dangerous conditions when salt melts snow into liquid that refreezes on the road surface.
A cold pavement temperature, and we also have a dry, powdery snow that's coming down. If we have salt or something out there that's going to melt the snow, then that will turn into a liquid, refreeze, and then be stuck onto the pavement.
MoDOT advises drivers to slow down and give snowplows plenty of room. Staying behind the plow provides safer driving conditions. Missouri agencies and forecasters join for a briefing this afternoon ahead of the weekend's winter storm as those dangerous conditions threaten the 4 states. Multiple agencies are coordinating their response. Transportation officials and the Missouri State Highway Patrol outlined several safety measures. Captain Scott White says the one thing he wants the public to take away is that this storm has the potential to be life-threatening if people are not prepared.
What people do beforehand is really going to matter. That means checking your tires, your fuel levels, make sure your car is good to go. Make sure that you keep a winter survival kit in the car with blankets, water, food, and a phone charger. That's very important. That's probably one of the best tools that people can have out there.
A representative from the National Weather Service also attended. She says significant impacts to life are expected across southern Missouri, south of I-70, with uncertainty about how far north those impacts will extend. The Neosho Police Department launches a home reassurance program, reviving a free service unused for about 20 years. Residents who sign up receive daily exterior home checks by patrol officers during their absence. To enroll, proof of Neosho residency, such as a utility bill and emergency contact information, are required. Each sign-up lasts 30 days with the option to renew.
Something that we're bringing back because we want to reconnect with our citizens and provide a service to our citizens that's meaningful and provides them reassurance when they're away from their homes.
The program is designed to provide peace of mind by promptly alerting homeowners of any suspicious activity or damage. The Pittsburgh Public Library is helping older adults build confidence with technology through a state-funded grant. The program supports adults age 55 and up by teaching basic technology skills and raising awareness about common risks, including online scams, especially on social media and online marketplaces. It's not just about learning the technology, it's also about trusting instincts.
Older adults just need to trust their gut. I think that if they're in a situation where they're potentially being scammed by someone who is called pretending to be someone else that they know may be in need of money, and they think that sounds weird or smells fishy, that they just need to hang up instead of continuing the conversation.
In addition, simple steps like restarting devices regularly, using trusted websites, and updating privacy settings can help seniors stay safer online. A drone demonstration at MSSU gives a glimpse of some new medical tech coming to the area. The new Joplin Healthcare Drone Project will deliver medications and medical supplies to rural communities all across the four-state region and aims to reduce travel time for patients. It's a project by Joplin Regional Alliance for Health and Valkyrie UAS Solutions.
The speed of this aircraft is 80 miles an hour. The range is well over 100 miles, but 100 miles is our published kind of range that we have. Wind limits are up to 30 miles an hour. On the baseline payload, it's 5 pounds. Up to 12 to 15 pounds is the max payload.
The drones will also help with other medical deliveries like transporting tissue samples and could help with search and rescue emergencies. Never work a day in your life. Coming up, if you love your job, it might be at one of the top 100 places to work, but up first.
At Altoona Midway Middle High School, one teacher continues to bring years of experience and a love for his students to the classroom. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
Decade after decade, generation after generation, one teacher at Altoona Midway Middle High School continues to bring his love for teaching science to the classroom every single day. KOAM's Kenny Foreman introduces us to 94-year-old Robert Pierce.
67 years ago, Robert Pierce was just a guy with a degree in agriculture and animal science from Oklahoma State. Wanting a different type of career, he applied for a teaching job at a school in West Texas, despite lacking the proper preparation.
And the superintendent of that school hired me. I had no teaching experience, no teaching education at all, and he hired me based upon he knew that I had the qualifications to teach chemistry and biology.
After a few more stops throughout Kansas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas, Pierce has called Altoona Midway home for the past 27 years, where he currently teaches several courses such as chemistry, physics, physical science, as well as a gardening horticulture class where he utilizes a greenhouse.
If I tell them how to do it, it sort of goes in one ear and out the other. They do not learn it, but they're going to get it out there. They have to plant the seeds. They'll have to transplant seeds. They have to multiply the plants.
He says he's always curious to learn more about his students, their interests, and the most recent trends. It helps him in his mission to ensure that he leaves a positive impact.
They're getting enough harshness in life without me adding to it. And if I can be friendly with them, I feel like that will help them when they get out of school to be friendly with other people.
Even at his age, Mr. Pierce has never seriously considered retirement, with his love for his students making it all the more harder to envision doing anything else.
I feel perfect just because of my age. I don't get around very well, but I feel fine. My brain's working well. And as long as I can get out of bed, get dressed by myself, drive my car here, I'm going to stay here as long as I can.
In Wilson County, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
94 years old. Can you believe that? He's doing well. Pierce is thankful for the support Altoona Midway continues to show him and anticipates being able to teach there for at least 3 more years. I'd bet on it. Job site Glassdoor is out with its list of the 100 best places to work in 2026. Taking the #1 spot is the Indianapolis-based family-owned Crew Car Wash. The In-N-Out Burger chain moved to the #2 spot on the list, which is based on employee reviews, and NVIDIA came in 3rd. Glassdoor says the AI chip maker earns high marks for its transparent leadership and open communication. A little bit later, a shelter for the community.
For over 40 years, Souls Harbor has been a light in the darkness for people experiencing homelessness. For this week's Doing Good, we're going into Souls Harbor to see the kind of services they offer. I'm Ty Parks of that story coming up.
And coming up next, we're tracking a winter system heading into this weekend that looks to bring impacts to your area. Coming up. Well, if you haven't prepared just yet, time is running out, and I don't want to cause any scary emotions, but you want to get prepared for this storm as we're expecting big impacts as it moves in, and you're likely going to be inside for the next couple days. Now, we have a winter storm warning across the entire 4 states right now. That's been upgraded since the previous 24 hours where we saw winter storm watches. So we are seeing that upgrade. That's expected, though. Now, we are also seeing extreme cold warnings. We saw extreme cold watches 24 hours ago. So everything's headed in the direction that we expected. But this also means that time is running out to get prepared for the system. We're about 28 hours away from snowfall beginning, but only about, I'd say, 6 to 8 hours away from really cold temperatures moving into the area. Now let's take a look at some different models. Here we have the European model. This is just one point of data, but notice heaviest snow staying off to the south of 44. That's what we expected. Again, this is the European model, trying to give you an idea of some of the models that we use. I'm going to show you 3 of the about 7 that we use. Now, taking a look here, this is the GFS, Global Forecasting System. Now, this one also indicating heaviest of the snow staying south of 44. That's the consistency here. Now, again, totals a little bit different on each model, but what's staying consistent or the same is that the heaviest of the snow is staying to the south. Now, here's our graph model that we use. This is kind of more of our in-house model, but again, heaviest of the snow to the south. So that's staying, I would say, on track with what we're expecting. Now, this is my forecast based on current projections and what we've seen with the track of the low pressure system. 10 to 16 inches south of 44. Now, the reason why you see that plus there is the further south you go, the more snow you're going to run into. As you move north of 44, you'll run into some moderate to heavy snowfall, and then getting closer to Kansas City or the I-70 corridor there, you'll run into about 4 to 8 inches. So again, there is still time to prepare, but this is where conditions begin to start deteriorating tonight, as we're going to see temperatures falling into the low 20s, into the upper teens. And then as we head into Friday morning, temperatures are not going to rise. We're going to see them actually fall into the afternoon hours. Winds out of the northeast. Winds could gust anywhere from 25 to 35 miles per hour throughout our Friday. Now, snowfall begins to arrive late Friday night into Saturday morning. Take a look at these temperatures as snowfall arrives. Single digits out there. This first wave is imperative to our snowfall totals. The reason why there's a little uncertainty is because that big dip in the jet stream is going to bring in cold, dry air. We really need to rely on that Gulf moisture for this to play out accordingly. Now, as we head into Saturday evening, afternoon and evening, we're going to get a little break from the snowfall. Don't think that the system is over or it's past. It is going to be very cold, but then our upper level low begins to kick north and a second wave moves into the 4-state region. So we are expecting not only some heavy snowfall at times, but dangerously cold temperatures with wind chills near negative 25 degrees. We have our alert day in place for Saturday and for Sunday. Snowfall clears out Sunday evening, becomes sunny Monday, but we'll expect very cold temperatures Monday morning, and that's why we have a possible alert day there. Snowfall looks to hang around even as we head into next week, with temperatures hovering right around the freezing level, with the potential for another system late next week, Dow.
Potentially, it's very dangerous. We can't say that enough. We are glad that you and the rest of the weather team are staying on top of this, and we will stay in touch. I know you will update us as necessary.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Austin. We have the perfect way for you to stay ahead of this severe weather. Scan this QR code with your phone. You can do it right now. Head straight to the updated weather resources page on our website, where you can find the information on storm shelters, weather updates, closings, and road conditions. You can also find tips for watching live streams in real time. It's called the Weather Resource page on KOAMnewsnow.com. With these frigid temperatures ahead, it's important for us to remember our four-legged friends. If you have animals and you can't bring them indoors, well, make sure they have a waterproof and windproof shelter. Be sure to check their water daily. Consider consulting your vet about possibly increasing your pet's calories during the cold weather. In addition, the Joplin Humane Society says it has free straw to keep your outdoor pets warm. Just stop by their office at 140 East Emperor Lane with a large trash bag during regular hours. Still ahead, high school basketball season's in full swing. Ben McLeish has highlights on the hardwood from multiple local tournaments. That's up next in sports.
High school basketball season is well underway, and tonight we have a full slate of local tournament games. In the Lancer Classic, Neodesha and Riverton dueling for a spot in the championship. Opening possession for the Blue Streak, Javante White looking around. He finds Tate Leck down low. Leck lays it in for the game's first score. But the Rams punch right back. Aiden Witherspoon with the board, taking it all the way to the basket on the fast break. Riverton leads 4-2. Now the Rams passing it around the key. Liam Berge is going to pull up from three. It rolls around the rim and in. Rams win 68-58. In the Raider Classic, Frontenac opening with a battle against Bonner Springs. First quarter, Braves leading. Jaden Jones intercepts this pass and takes it the other way, scoring the transition layup to extend the lead. But Frontenac would find its offense in the second quarter, swinging it to Jake Wegner, who drives, shaking off a defender and scoring. And the senior was just getting started. Raiders going back to their big man. He can't find a teammate. He's going to shoot the fadeaway and drain the jumper. But Bonner Springs picks up the win 78-40 over Frontenac. On the girls' side, the Fort Scott Tigers in action taking on Andover. Second quarter, Trojans with a lead on the run in transition. And look at this fake from Bella Budahara as she scores the layup. What a move by the junior. Moving to the second half, Tigers working the ball inside, finding Jace Rogers down low, and the senior goes up and under for the basket. A couple possessions later, Lorelai Clark connects with Kipton Hunziker, who takes a dribble and drains the shot. Andover takes care of business with an 81-45 win. Colgan Panthers girls squad takes the court facing Lafayette. And Jakayla Davis had a monster performance, driving and scoring this floater in a back and forth first quarter. The senior was scoring from everywhere in this one later in the quarter. Rolls off the screen and fires from deep, draining the triple. Second quarter now, Davis out in transition, attacking the lane and sinking the runner over a pair of defenders as the Panthers defeat the Lancers 58-43. Rounding out the night with the clash between Webb City and Fort Scott. Early first quarter, Trey Turner pokes the ball away, collecting the steal and finding Mason Young for the easy deuce, sparking a run. Later in the corner, off an offensive rebound, Turner connects with Hudson Mathiasen, who fires from way downtown. Bang, a 16-2 Cardinals run to start. But the Tigers aren't going down with a fight. Moving the ball around with a pass inside, Dirks Kegler fights off a defender for the lay-in. The Cardinals win this one 64-50. In the Bill Hanson Memorial, the Joplin Eagles take on the Webster Grove Statesmen. First quarter, the Statesmen dribbling up the court, but TJ Willis is there with a steal. He passes to Canyon Kimbrough, who lays it in for the Eagles. Second quarter now, as the Eagles' Brecken Green creates an open shot. His jumper is nothing but net, and Joplin keeps on rolling. Now Willis passing it to Green. Green pulls up from way downtown. It's nothing but net. The Statesmen win this one 76-61. Finally, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons take on the Willard Tigers. In the first quarter, Anna George putting up a three. It's no good, but Odessa Reed is there for the board and lays it in for Pittsburgh. Later on, it's Adali Gober from three-point land. No good, but this time it's Mackenzie English with the board and bucket to extend the Purple Dragon lead. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now it's Angie Miller collecting the rebound and putting it back up for Pittsburgh as the Purple Dragons outlast the Tigers 64-62. That's a look at sports. We're back with more after the break.
For more than 4 decades, Souls Harbor has served Joplin as a homeless shelter and resource center. It's an organization that relies on the kindness of people to give those in need a hand up. KOIM's Ty Parks reports in this week's Doing Good.
For 43 years, Souls Harbor has been a light to those who are in need of help, primarily as a homeless shelter.
So we have some beds that are for emergency use, which are a 90-day stay. People come in and they spend the first 30 days finding a job. And then after they find a job, then they have another additional 60 days to help get their monies together and help them find a place to live.
They have found that since doing the 1-year housing, that more people are breaking what they are called the curse of homelessness.
An outreach for the Lord to just reach people where they are, to give them an extra hand, to give them a hand up. So give them some hope.
An outreach that also extends to giving out free items from food to clothes.
So when people need assistance with, their food supply for the month, they can come by here. And then we also have a free store where you can get free clothing or household items or any kind of furniture that you might need if we happen to have it.
Souls Harbor relies on community donations to stock its free store, creating a cycle of local support.
Help one another. Help one another so that we can all survive.
In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Souls Harbor is always looking for donated items for their free store and, of course, for monetary donations. I know you'll do what you can. Going to have to keep a close eye on the weather and the weather team as they monitor the storm moving in.
Yes, while I haven't had the luxury of meeting every viewer in the 4 states, my ultimate goal is to keep you weather aware and safe. And while I have had a calm manner through this process, it is time to raise a little urgency. Life-threatening cold is expected, impactful snowfall, visibility near zero. I would like everyone to take the situation seriously. Keep yourself safe this weekend, and with the right preparations, it is manageable.
Obviously, there will be some cancellations, I'm sure. Just stay with us, and we'll let you know as we get those. Final sports notes.
Yes, high school basketball tournaments, we've already had a couple of cancellations, but tomorrow, the Southeast Lancer Classic looks to continue to still go. It has moved a bit a little bit earlier, but as of now, it's still going to happen.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Stay informed. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. Be careful out there, and let's make it a great tomorrow.